Between the years 1776 and 1783, the British offered freedom to blacks joining their cause. Thousands would join, forming the nucleus for the Black Loyalists.
So slaves escaped through the ports of New York, which is just south of Nova Scotia, and they were promised freedom.
Canada was no crystal stair. In Gloria Ann Wesley's historical novel, Chasing Freedom, she vividly describes the harsh Jim Crow existence that the Black Loyalists had to endure.
Come to a new land where they would be able to start over. Of course, when we got here, what we found was that this typical 40 acres and a mule story, and we didn't get all that, but I'll say this. We took our freedom in our own hands, and we built this place from the ground up.
In the War of 1812, the British again offered freedom to blacks. This would constitute the second large migration of black Americans to Nova Scotia.
My name is Anthony Sherwood. I'm a seventh generation African Canadian. My ancestors were runaway slaves from the tobacco plantations of Virginia. I'm proud of my African American heritage and my African Canadian heritage.
My name is Tracy Thomas. I live here in Halifax, Nova Scotia, and I am a descendant of Black Loyalists.
My name is Wayne Hamilton, and I'm originally from Beachville, and I do have Black Loyalist roots.
In 1796, Maroons, who refused British slavery in Jamaica after the Spanish were expelled, they were resettled in Nova Scotia. Many would join a second voyage to Sierra Leone, West Africa.
So in 1792, 1,200 of the original 3,500 people left Nova Scotia and went to Sierra Leone, West Africa.
In an odyssey beginning on American plantations to Nova Scotia over treacherous seas to Africa, those many loyalists that survived would help establish the port of Freetown and the country of Sierra Leone.
Hello, my name is Adrienne Glasgow, and I'm an educator here in Nova Scotia. I'm from what we call an indigenous black community here called East Preston. It's a community that is still, I would say, about 97% black. We've been here for about 400 years, and we are, of course, descendants of the Black Loyalists.
We always make that connection back, though, to the United States, and trying to go back and find our connections to Chesapeake Bay, Virginia, and the areas where the Loyalists came from. So it's a proud heritage to own.
We are connected, by time, by faith, and by feeling, by the questions, by what we can comprehend. And although we cannot see it, we still feel it.
Oh yes, because when you come to Nova Scotia, you absolutely find proud people because we are the ones that got away. We are the Africans who fled the United States because we would do anything to take our freedom into our own hands.
My name is Crystal Rose Jackson, and I'm a descendant of Black Loyalists.
Fortunately, we have a Black Culture Center that allows us to go and visit and learn more about our history. And so we're very blessed in this area that we are continuing to remember our ancestors in a variety of ways. So myself, as an educator, took an opportunity to go to my community and get my elders to discuss their stories so that our youth can have a tangible document that shows what their parents, their grandparents, their great-parents have gone through. So I think it's important that we have tangible artifacts that allow us to remember where we've come from, and so we are always appreciative of what others have done for us.
We're at the Black Cultural Center for Nova Scotia, and we are discussing the origins of the African Nova Scotian population, which is a large population, many of whom came from the United States at various times, inspirational people in Nova Scotia, so that our young people have icons and have people that they can look up to and to have something to strive for.
Viola Desmond, often referred to as Canada's Rosa Parks, in 1946 refused to give up her seat in the whites-only theater section. Her refusal led to the abolishment of segregation in Canada in the year 1954.
Historically black communities, and then this kind of new, more urban, maybe more metropolitan, still black Canadian existence that is...
Jamaican Marcus Garvey's connection to Nova Scotia goes all the way back to the Maroon settlement of 1796.
See, our story goes back to Gloria Island, where the only way for confined Africans to speak from tribe to tribe was by drumming on the walls. And so the music called us together when we were separated from our kind, just like blind planets can still find the notes when the spirits move inside, and speaking drums carried our stories for miles. In the limbo, we danced to symbolize the size of the slavehold, with 4 inches wider space for Africans piled from side to side. How we made our backbone slide, or the way we would hide directions in our Sunday.
When I was slapping jaws, I was out getting my getting paper, working jaws. I was working hard, that's what real brothers do. I'm proud of what I am, that makes me more black than you. You ain't black enough. Why? Cause I'm educated, speak proper, and like see, I ain't a stop. You ain't black enough. Think I ain't black enough, cause I ain't toting guns and napkins too. You ain't black enough. Why? Cause I'm educated, speak proper, and like see, I ain't a stop. You ain't black enough. Well, here's the middle finger, cause when the guns pull me over.
We hope that you will come and visit us in Nova Scotia, where we have a centuries-long African-American West Indian tradition.
This is Griot historian Jumal Okeyo Jumal.